Have you ever thought about this weird paradox? Why is it that sometimes the average person, just steadily putting money away actually does better long term than, say, some high-flying market professional?
It's a really fundamental question in investing, isn't it? And John C. Bogle, well, he pretty much built his legacy answering that, founder of Vanguard, pioneer of index investing. His whole thing was about financial freedom through simplicity, not complexity.
Right. So today we're doing a deep dive into his big book, Common Sense on Mutual Funds. We're aiming to pull out the core ideas, the real keys to building wealth. He talks about mostly patience and discipline, it seems.
Exactly. And what's amazing is how Bogle could take all the noise of finance and boil it down to this one core truth: the more you pay, the less you get.
Okay, hold on. Let's unpack that a bit. Because that really runs counter to how we think about most things, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
if something's complicated, shouldn't you pay experts more to handle it? So why do these, well, kind of boring low-cost index funds tend to beat the active managers over time?
Yeah, it seems backwards. But it's all about what Bogle called the tyranny of compounding costs, or frictional cost. Think about it: if an active fund charges, say, 1.5%, and the market itself returns 8%, well, you're starting 1.5% behind, right out of the gate, every single year.
Okay.
And this is where the numbers get, well, pretty shocking. Bogle calculated that even a seemingly small 1% annual fee, over maybe 20 or 30 years, could slash your total final wealth by almost 20%.
20%? Wow. So it's not just losing 1% of your return that year.
No.
It's losing the 1% plus all the future growth you would have had on that 1% if you'd kept it. That's
Yeah.
a hidden drag.
It's huge, mathematically crushing, like you said. So Bogle argued the smartest thing you can do is pick the lowest cost option you can find and then just stay put. Which brings us neatly to the second big lesson, which is more about psychology.
The behavioral side. Don't try to time the market.
Yeah.
But it's so tempting. You see these headlines, market crash looms or huge rally ahead. Don't you want to try and sidestep the drops or jump in before the big gains? Isn't that what you pay managers for, maybe? To, catch lightning in a bottle.
Well, Bogle showed statistically that even the pros just can't do it consistently. You might get lucky once, maybe twice. But over a whole investing lifetime, you're far more likely to mistime things. You'll probably miss the best days, and missing just, say, the 10 best days in the market over decades, that can absolutely destroy your returns.
Cut them by half, I think I read somewhere.
More than half, yeah. He had this great analogy. Investing is like planting an oak tree. You water it, you give it sun, but you don't keep digging it up every month to see if the roots are growing right. You just let it be.
That makes sense. It's a call for patience, which connects to his other famous piece of advice, especially for when things get scary in the market. Don't just do something, stand there.
Right, because standing there, being patient, that allows the real magic to happen. And that magic is compounding.
Compounding. The eighth wonder of the world, supposedly.
It really is powerful. It's what turns small, steady contributions over time into potentially significant wealth. It's not just about starting early, though that helps immensely. It's about staying invested, earning returns, then earning returns on those returns.
Yes. So hang on. The actual secret is pick a cheap fund and basically do nothing for 30 years. That feels almost impossible with all the noise today: crypto, meme stocks, endless experts shouting online.
It feels counterintuitive, I know. But the math works. Compounding isn't linear growth, it's exponential. Earning 7% is good. Earning 7% on your initial money plus last year's 7% gain. That's where the curve really starts to sweep upwards. Bogle taught that time itself is your greatest asset. Use it.
Okay, so what's the takeaway for you listening right now?
Yeah.
I guess in this era of constant hype and financial noise, Bogle's simple, maybe even boring principles offer like an anchor, a focus on long-term sustainable wealth building. And maybe some peace of mind, too.
Absolutely. And it was tied to his whole ethos, really, an ethical approach. He believed in putting the investor first, always. Financial success and, basic integrity shouldn't be mutually exclusive.
Which leads perfectly into a final thought, something Bogle himself said. The greatest enemy of a good plan is the dream of a perfect plan.
That's such a great line. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How often does chasing that perfect investment, that perfect market timing, stop you from just starting and sticking with a simple, solid, low-cost plan? Consistency, Bogle showed, usually beats trying for impossible perfection. Every time.